Good morning. Today is the ninth day. My assignment is I have to make a small video on health is first priority. Health is first priority for human. It's not only for human, for every life form. Even in the wilderness, they say survival is the fittest. Those who are fit, they can only survive in this world. Old, young, and deceased will get eliminated automatically by the predation. And health is wealth, that we have learned from our very, very young age. Right from our primary school, right from our high school, right from our college, even in the life school also we learn and we practice. Some of us will practice, some of the people they simply neglect and spoil their health. In ethical philosophy of India, Rishi, Muni, Yogi, they have done lot of research and they have come to a conclusion: health matters a lot, even for saints. They have made a way of life for us. One is Balyam, means very, very infant stage to certain walkable stage or little at slightly 6-7 years age, or you can put it as that continues up to 15 years of age. From 16 to further years of age we call Brahmacharya. If the child is not well, if the child is born with health problems, if the child has been exposed to diseases and viruses, some infections, the healthy child born is also get affected. We have to take care of the child. It's not giving birth to a child matters a big deal. We have to take care of his environment, his upkeeping. We have to give. It's not rich or poor. The disease will not see anything. It will catch the people. So whether it is poor or rich, our government is doing great job, because I live in rural forest villages. Government of India will take full precautions of taking care of the younger generation now. That's why today's evolution of younger generation is far, far superior, because we have got the highest young people in our country, which are going to keep their health fit, learn their skills, and they are going to serve entire world. This is the foresight of some great man, maybe in the government, who has introduced this health policy into the country. Government is really keeping track of and monitoring the children these days. If the child is not taken care, he will not enter into Brahmacharyam properly. And Brahmacharyam, they are adolescent, and they have also learned to understand it. Some of them, they do not understand it, they don't listen, they don't care, they spoil their teenage, getting indulged into all sorts of nonsense. They take drugs, they take drinks, they get indulged into sex, and they get indulged into various bad habits. They don't eat in time, they don't sleep in time, they don't do things, they don't maintain themselves. Some of them, I am not telling everybody is like that. There is always exceptions, people who do not bother. But today, younger generation, I see them very smart and fit. At the same time, they go to gym, they go to walks, they go to sports, they are taking lot, other than education, they are taking a lot of talent classes. So, for them, the future belongs to, not to those who spoil their brahmacharya or teenage and they are not fit for anything. Then grihasthashram, those who are good brahmacharyam, who practice brahmacharyam, they can be very good for grihastha, because they take the responsibility, they are fit to take the responsibility, they are fit to take their family forward, they are fit to take care of their families and the children who are going to come into their family. They are very good for the society. So don't spoil its age. Brahmacharyamu or teenage is not meant for indulging into wrong things. Keep them. You will get a time to do you can always enjoy the life in limited way, in restricted way. Draw these Lakshman Rekhas in your life. As a student, if you do not study and you waste your time in going to movies and bunking the classes and getting indulged into all sorts of drinking, smoking and all bad habits, then the age is gone. Later rectifying is very difficult. And justifications are hundreds and thousands. What is the use? Be a good child, be a good teenager, enter into Grihast ashram, get married to beautiful girl, get married to good family background people, and get involved into good society people, get involved into good things and grow and take trainings, take wherever you have weakness, get those courses and make your personality full in all respects and do very good in your life and grow. Then they say what to do now. I have already become aged, I have become old. What is there? Do you think that if you are in the old age, its health is more important than remaining ages? I don't say that remaining ages are also more important to have a good health in the old age. If you are not good in your 3 stages, you can never be good in the old stage. Old age, you carry forward all this ghatri of diseases, bad habits, each and everything, whatever you have acquired over a period of time, that will continue with you. So, if it's all the more important to do the health insurances, nobody is going to take care. That you be rest assured in this life. You are only meant for yourself. If you do not take care of yourself, there is nobody. Whatever it may be, whatever earnings you have, whatever property you have acquired, first take care of your personal self and your wife. That is your primary responsibilities. Later on, after your demise, if whatever is left out, you can give it to your children, that is up to you. That is no issue. But while you are young and you put everything in the hands of your children because of emotions and emotional fooling and taking advantage, people will take advantage of you at your old age. Don't become a victim of that. Plan very well in time. It is very important to have life insurance. It is very important to have health insurance. It is very important to have some income for yourself at the old age. You can hire the help if required, but don't depend upon anybody and stretch your hands in front of the people for your survival, for your health, for your requirements. If at all you think that if you as a child you are not good and if as a teenager you are not good, when you go after completion of your education, while education you got spoiled, then it's very bad though. And when you go for an interview, people will do what? They will check your IQ, they will see the written test, they will take the interview of you, and later on the final test, if you fail there, everything is gone, waste. They will send you for medical examination. In the medical, you are overweight, your paunch is big, you are very slow, you do not look smart, you do not look fit, you have other diseases like various other diseases, skin disease or scratching disease or whatever it may be. If you have any disease, you get rejected. So, in spite of being very good in academics, in spite of you are well prepared for the interview, you have done excellently well in all the aspects, but you are failed in your medical, then what is the use? Don't fail. Get prepared to pass. Health is wealth. Health is very important. If they should not fail you and they taken you with all these kind of diseases or maybe some very bad diseases, sexual related diseases or some kind of a diseases which are not good, because if they take you into the company, you pass on this disease to your other colleagues. Why they should take you in the first place and why they should suffer? For the sake of you, they don't want to take any risk in passing on this disease to other employees. So be careful. It's very important. If you neglect your health in the initial stages, it will become very problematic later. I would like to narrate my own self story. While I was working in a professional company, though I never taken drinks too much, we were being taught, we were given a whip whenever we used to go for corporate parties, or whenever our chairman is coming, international chairman is coming to our country, and we are meeting him in a 5-star hotel and all that, where the drinks are served as much as you want, you can drink. But whip is given. We cannot just go and gulp our drinks as much as we like. We have to go in a mannerism. When you are meeting a chairman, you have to wear 3-piece suit. Then you have to carry your drink, not drink peg over peg, because you are getting free of cost. You have to drink in a limited way. You have to be in senses. You may be asked any question anytime. Somebody would like to talk to you. Some senior person may ask you a question. You may think that there are so many people. When my chance will come, we are the first stage people. He will only meet the top people and go away. Why he will talk to me? That's what I was thinking. But anyway, I went fully dressed, because we cannot go the way we like it. That international chairman came to me and he started talking to me. Okay, I was always a top performer, so there was no issue. He asked me certain questions about my business and my achievements. I explained to him to the point. We are not supposed to talk more. If you are drunk, you will start your drama, nautanki, with him also. So don't drink. Carry your drink. Enjoy your drink. Social drinking, they say, but I don't think so. I've heard in Hyderabad a lot of people call social. You don't do social drinking. What social drinking? After starting the liquor, they don't even stop. There is a question of social drinking in that. When I resigned my job, I thought that I can do much more than what I was presently serving in an organization. I thought my potential is much bigger things to do. I can achieve much better income for myself and my family, and I can buy much better properties. Then I submitted my resignation. I have not resigned my job because of some vengeance, or because I did not get along with my bosses, or I had any problem with my company. No. I have resigned on my own accord. I wanted to try myself. My company has spent a lot of money in my grooming, training and facilitating me. I love my company, Larsen and Toubro. I am very proud even today after retirement, after doing successful businesses and achieved great performances. Still I love my company. I never changed my companies. Joined that company, left that company and started my own business. When you are doing business, how much more important is your health for you? I went to Dr. Menon. He was a famous physician in Hyderabad. I went and told him. He said, what I can do for you? Why did you come to me? There are so many physicians, so many doctors in Hyderabad. Why you have chosen me to come to me? I told him, sir, I heard about you and I am starting my business. I want my health. I want my health. He said, how does that help you? He said, health is wealth. Without health, nobody can do anything in this life. So I wanted the very good health. He said, that's very good, but you have to promise me something, then only I can give you health. I am ready to do everything. Whatever you say, I will do, but I want top class health from now onwards, because previously I was in a job. Though I was very good in my performance and I was keeping very good health, in spite of that, now I want double the guarantee of my health. Because now I am going to invest my hard-earned money into my business. I need you to take care of my health. And if there is any problem, set right now only, before starting my business, so that I will not look back after joining my business. He said, you have to promise me two to three things. Yes, what you want me to promise, I will promise. Do you smoke? Yes, I used to smoke in those days, but not so many packets of cigarettes. Maybe less than a half full packet, less than a half packet or a half packet of cigarettes. He said, you should not smoke. That is the first thing I wanted from you. I said, yes, I agree. Second thing, do you choose tobacco and gutkhas? I said, no, I don't. chew the tobacco and gutka, then it's all right. Then do you take drinks? He said, yes, I do take drinks occasionally, but not so much drinking. I don't drink to get out. I don't drink to behave, because we are groomed how to drink, how to carry our drinks and all that. So that was not a problem to me though. In spite of that, I will give my word to you. I shall not smoke. I shall not drink. Anyway, I don't eat gutka, so it's all right. He said, if you promise me these two things, I'll make you in pink of your health. You will be not having any problem, BP, sugar and other things. Kindly, I will fold my hands to you. Please give me that. That is what I wanted. Dr. Mean, I had little problem in my stomach that he had removed without any problem. By small medicines itself, he has cured me my internal stomach paining problem. Afterwards, I never faced that problem any time. I went out of his dispensary, I threw the cigarette packet out of my packet. I never touched the cigarette later on from that day. I stopped drinking completely. I never touched the drinks, whatever may be the drinks, whoever may be the friend, whoever may be the relative, however great may be the occasion and all that. So, with that good health, I started my business. So please, health is very important. Health is very important for everybody. To enjoy life, I love wildlife. I love traveling. I love to indulge myself into adventurous activity. I am old now. If my health is not good, how I can enjoy these things? In spite of you take care of so many things, still you get lots of health problems. All the more important, when you become senior citizen, you need to take care of your health. So, please, everybody who is listening to my today's topic, understand, for God's sake, for our country's sake, for your family's sake, for your own sake, please don't indulge into wrong things. Please become disciplined. Please become health conscious. As a young youth, as a teenager, go to the gym, go to some fitness activities. Girls also should keep themselves in good shape. Why, I'll ask one question, why North Indian girls get selected into movies, then why not the South Indian? Those South Indian girls are beautiful, they have got very good talent, but because of the figure, they are getting selected. So why not our South Indian girls? Our South Indian girls are going to become beautiful brown girls in the world, and beautiful figures, beautiful height, beautiful personality, because they are very intellectual people. Their English is good, their intellectual capacity is good. I am going to foresee South Indian girls are going to rule this world film industry. But let's work for it. Let's all work for it. Let's take suitable actions to keep our health in a very good condition. Thank you very much for listening to me. Hope you must have derived some good points out of it. Maybe I must have made some mistakes. I am not an expert of it. But still, I hope some, if not everybody, somebody will get benefited by this. Thank you very much. Namaskar.